I am going to give you a quick overview of goosechase EDU. Now there is another version of goosechase that is for the general public. This one is geared towards education. You might ask, what is goosechase? Well, goosechase is just an educational scavenger hunt. I'm going to go over really quick about how to use goosechase. So goosechase can be used for professional development and for team building, for unit review and lessons, and even on field trips. And it's got a lot of great reviews. I first encountered goosechase about 3 years ago and have used it ever since. So let me go over quickly. This is the page that you come to whenever you load up goosechase EDU. You can see, you can click up here on how it works. And that will give you a quick overview. Your game library, the game library where you can find pre-made games. Pricing. One thing I want to say about pricing is that you can sign up and use it for free. You can have up to 5 teams in one live game at a time. They do have paid options where you can have a lot more students in your games. I do like to use it as teams because I like the collaboration. Over here is my games, and that's for any games that you want to customize or that you create would be here. And then to change your account preferences, you go here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on game library just to kind of get you started. So you can see here on game library, it has where you can create a game, and if you are comfortable using goosechase, go ahead and create your game from scratch. Whenever I first started, I did not create my games from scratch. I used some of these pre-made ones, and there are a lot of pre-made ones. You can click here on the filter games, and you can filter by grade level. You can filter staff and team building, field trips, indoors, playable individually, and then the virtually. I like this since distance learning started, they did add playable virtually. And it's really, really cool thing to use. So I'm going to actually scroll down and show you one of the very first goosechases that I used in my classroom. It's this one right here, Classroom Expectations. I like this because it engages your students. You're not just going over rules and expectations. I teach high school, so I have a syllabus in my class. So I use this as with part of my syllabus. And the kids really buy into it. So to use one of these pre-made games, you're just going to click View and Copy Game. It's going to open it up, and you're going to look here. Once you have reviewed it, you can go ahead and press Copy Game to my account. I'm going to quickly talk about the 3 different task types. So the first type is practice. Is photo, I'm sorry. And you can see here the title of this task is practice, and it says to post a picture with all your group members in it, and it says photos only here. That means that only photo submissions are accepted. It does have some bonus points there, and to see how many points this task is worth, you look right over here. The next task type is where you have to enter your answer, and the title of that is the path home. So what is the average of your group's bus number? Add the numbers up and then divide by the number of people in your group. So they're having to do a little bit of math. And then it says all answers accepted, and this is how many points that is worth. The third type is got a question. Excuse me, I keep doing that. The third type is the video. The title is got a question. So you're going to take a video demonstrating what a bad example of asking a question in class looks like. And it says right here, videos only accepted. So those are the 3 main types of tasks that you can have in your goosechase. So if you like this one, go ahead and click Copy Game to my account. Once you click that, it's going to just straight make a copy of that and open it so that you can edit it. You're going to click View Game, and it brings this page up. It starts on the missions. Now, you can go back to game info under setup, and you can upload an image, change the title, description, and even set a game password if you want to. Go back to missions here, and you'll see the missions that are already in this game. Up here at the top, if you wanted to add a new mission, you could use the mission bank, which is missions that are kind of preset. And then if you've used any previous ones, you can click that one to add previous ones. Over on the right, you can change the order of your missions, and then you can see how many missions you have, their point value, and then the number of missions that go along with that. After that, you can click on Game Script, and that's just click and drag for the order of the missions. If you click on Branding, you can upload your own image, and then put a link in there. The participants, you can have teams or individual players. To have a game with individual players, you do have to purchase an upgrade to goosechase. I always do cream teams, I said, though, because I like the collaboration. You can do pre-created teams, or you can allow participants to create their own team. And then down here under start and stop, you can have manual or automatic start or stop. You can select a time limit, and then you can even schedule games and have live games. Now down here under in-game, we have our activity feed. Now this is really cool because once you are playing your game, your live game, you can actually see a status live of what your students are doing, see the updates, and you can even add a custom hashtag for users to include when they share photos to Twitter, which I really like. You can see the leaderboard here, so see who's in the lead. You can even send your teams a message, manually adjust their score, or remove a team. And then submissions. So once your teams have started submitting, you'll see that here. Then you can even go to the reporting dashboard. Of course, there are no stats here because this is not a live game. And then over here, it shows you the game code, which you would give to your students. Now, I do want to say that in order to create your game, you do have to be on a computer. And then in order to play the game, you do have to be on a mobile device. It is available on iOS and Android to play the goosechase games. So this is a really cool tool. That's just a basic overview of goosechase and how to use it. Like I said, you can use it in the classroom for lessons, for vocabulary review, for practice, for quizzes, for routines and expectations. We've used it for professional development. We've even used it on field trips. And I've even used it virtually during distance learning, which the kids love because, we haven't been able to have that face-to-face time. So anyway, there is a lot of information out there on goosechase. So I definitely recommend using this tool.